Okay.
Great, thank you.
So good afternoon, judges, gentlemen judges. My name is Harry Glockler. I'm representing Riva Bar in Berlin, Germany. My first drink, using Talisker whiskey, is named after a guest at my last bar, the Ritz, London, called Mr. Forrester. He used to stay up very late at night. He was from the Isle of Skye, the same as Talisker. Long after his wife wanted him to go to bed, and he used to drink lots of whiskey. This is his favourite whiskey. And he used to tell me stories of how he used to be a spy in Istanbul, in Turkey. He was a real gentleman. He always was very respectful to the bartenders and enjoyed our company. He liked to arrive to London on the Orient Express, and the bar on the Orient Express was his second favourite bar after the Rivoli bar at the Ritz. So this drink is a tribute to him.
True gentleman.
Let's start with Talisker whiskey.
Sounds like a James Bond.
I find it quite dry, Talisker, so I like to sweeten it with a little bit of port wine. It's my flavour modifier. I was going to do my whole presentation in miniatures.
Yeah, that's a turning point.
Yeah, I'm getting that. And yellow chartreuse for some herbal notes. And I quite like the flavour of cherries to complement the fruitiness of Talisker, just in the background there somewhere. So I'm using, rather than a cherry liqueur, an eau de vie, or in this case Ostbrand from Deutschland, from Germany. Ziegler is one of the most famous companies. They use a lot of fresh fruit for every small batch they produce. It's got a very particular flavour. I quite like using these instead of bitters, for example. Give it a stir. It's quite a rich, nice sipping drink for the end of the evening, I think. Strain into a chilled cocktail glass. A simple garnish to contrast the colour, peel of lemon, and to represent the cherry, I have a homemade, a maraschino cherry that's macerated in Talisker whiskey and some spices, including cinnamon. I have some more if you'd like to try. Okay, I'll get straight on with my second drink, which is based on Ronza Kappa. This drink's named Leo Fandango, who is an Argentine tango dancer that I first met when I worked in a house bar in Bristol.
I met you.
I worked for 2.5 years there, and during my time there, Leo Fandango came twice to the bar. He lives in London, actually. And he really stood out to me. It was the first time he came in was I was still working part-time as a bartender, still studying, and it was about this moment that I decided I wanted to pursue it as a profession, because he truly is a gentleman. In his 60s now, he came up to me. I was working on my own on a fairly quiet evening and asked my permission if he could dance with the young lady he was with, which I thought was a very gentlemanly thing to do, to ask the bartender.
Yeah.
I was playing Billie Holiday at the time, and I just thought what a nice thing to ask, and I remembered him, and he used to always drink rum. So this drink is a tribute to him. Got Pedro Jimenez, got a rich flavour modifier that complements very well the dried fruit notes in the Ronza Kappa. A dash of coffee liqueur, So this is certainly an after-dinner drink. He used to always ask me for a coffee, and I always made one for him, even after I cleaned the coffee machine, which was regrettable, but I think it was worth it. And then finally, Mozart chocolate bitters, which are really strong. Just 2 drops is enough.
What was the name of your first cocktail?
The first one was Orient Express. And this is the Leo Fandango.
So it's already expensive, that's Mr. First.
Yes, I know. When I think of him, I can't help but think of his travels in the past, and they're linked with the Orient Express.
He was actually a spy.
Yeah, well, I don't know how much of what he told me was fact and how much was fiction, but it certainly had a lot of good stories to tell.
Sounds interesting.
Rather than...
Did he try the drink which you made? Or
I've only created this recently for the competition,
Take it.
so if
Okay.
I ever have the pleasure to serve him again, I certainly will let him try it.
I'm sure
Rather
he'll
than
turn up in your lifetime again.
Rather than a garnish, I've chosen to accompany this. Leo Fandango is a big cigar smoker. Just gone for an Upmann, which is fairly light for a Cuban cigar, but I think complements the drink very well. And some chocolates from Germany. So,
Dankeschön.
bitteschön.
Judge outside.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shall we?
We'll be a few minutes.